What's going on, y'all? We are back. It's Anthony Hess
and Jaobion Cardinal, and this is the punchline.
Now today we have a very interesting topic for you guys. Not breaking news. It's been out for a while now.
It's been out for a little minute.
But Shakur Stevenson is fighting Edwin De Los Santos,
yeah,
for the WBC title. Now, me personally, right? You know, originally he was supposed to fight Frank Martin,
yep,
right, for the title. I like this fight better.
I agree.
I like this fight better than the Frank Martin fight just because, one, Edwin is 16 wins, I believe 14 knockouts, right?
Yeah.
He's coming to fight for sure. He has one loss, right? I like that because in the era where everyone is protecting their O, you feel me? They're scared to take those risks. They're scared to come out and fight. He already been through that. He already experienced that.
And he experienced that to another undefeated fighter.
Right.
You know what I mean? That guy it was a split decision, so it wasn't like it was a walkover. You know what I mean? It was a close fight. You know what I mean? A split decision, that damn near can go to anybody. You know, so he's not, you know, in there to play. He's not no walkover. He's not no walk in the park. He's not no taxi driver. He's coming to fight. And, you know, he's from Dominican Republic. You know, so that speaks a lot. You know, that speaks volumes as to, you know, the type of fighter he is. You know, they have slick fighters, but they also have grit. They also have that dog in them, you know what I mean? They have that heart, you know, so he gonna bring the fight. And with Shakur Stevenson, with a fighter like Shakur Stevenson, you gotta bring the fight. It's not no tactical fight.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? He's smart, you know, so.
Because I feel like Frank Martin would have came out and tried to out-strategize Shakur.
Right,
You're not doing that.
Right. And
Edwin is gonna come out and actually try to fight Shakur. He's gonna have to fight him. You can't out-strategize.
Yeah. And although we do appreciate the sweet science, don't get me wrong. We do appreciate the sweet science. We do appreciate a chess match. But at the same time, you know, boxing has been doing really good as far as, you know, bringing in, you know, other fans, as far as, you know, different demographics, you know what I mean? And I feel as if, you know, with this type of fight, I feel like it's only going to contribute more to that because of the excitement and entertainment that I believe it's going to bring. I don't think that, you know, Frank Martin and Shakur Stevenson would bring as much entertainment. Now us, as this one, you know what I mean? Now us, real boxing fans, you know what I mean? We can appreciate that because it's real boxing, you know, but on the outside looking in, you're gonna lean more towards a fight, you know what I mean? And it sells, you know, so people gotta get to know who Edwin De Los Santos is, you know what I mean? So do your research on him. Do your research on him and see what y'all think about him, because, you know, he not coming to play. It's gonna be a good fight.
He actually been asking for Shakur fight. He was on Twitter, not harassing, but he sent tweets out to Shakur, you know, prior to this announcement. You know, Shakur is usually the guy that's, you know, sending tweets out or challenging people, but he was actually challenging him, so he wants this fight for sure.
I'm not gonna lie, I like Shakur's tactics.
Yeah.
How he be getting under people. Yeah.
He be on their necks.
He be on their necks, no, for sure.
But look, I'm being 100 right now. This is honestly how I feel about the Shakur Stevenson, Frank Martin situation. This is how I honestly feel about it, right? Because I was honestly thinking about this. So the first fight that fell out was Devin, right?
Right.
You know why that fell out?
Why did it fall out?
So Devin offered Shakur 25%, right? Shakur said that's a low ball offer, right? And I think today I saw a video of Shakur was on the Wallow and Gilly podcast, right? And he was saying how Frank Martin, like he offered Frank Martin 25%, right? Frank Martin said, no, I want 50-50, you feel me? So the fight didn't happen, you feel me?
The fight is worth. This man sat there in the DMs after I told him, look, I'm getting this much, you get this much. He tried to act like it wasn't 25%, but it is.
Honestly, bro, I feel like, not karma, but I mean, you gotta accept it. It is what it is. You can't be mad at Frank Martin. He did the same thing you did.
Right.
And for Devin, that was a championship fight. 25% at championship fight. And I understand being lowball, like they lowballing me like that, right? But Devin took the 25 against Kambosos. He did what he had to do. Now he the money man. You got what I'm saying?
He took that risk, you know, because he believed in himself and he believed in what the outcome would be.
And if Shakur believed that he could wax Devin, he should have took the 25. Because the fact of the matter is, I understand it could have been, in your eyes, it could have been like a lowball offer, right? But sometimes you gotta accept that lowball offer, show what you can do, and then be like, this is my price. So now this is what my price.
So what you telling me is you don't agree with, you know, that decision? You don't agree with what?
I feel like Shakur should have took the 25. No. Let me say this. Frank Martin should have took the 25% too.
Definitely. No.
He's not a fit. That's not a 50-50 match for sure.
It's definitely not a 50-50 match for sure. I can understand. I can understand it more from Shakur Stevenson's standpoint. As for Devin Haney sending him that contract, you're sending him the 25%.
So you low-key would be like, man, that. Like if you was in that position, you would be like,
yeah. No, definitely could. No, I wouldn't have taken it.
You wouldn't have took the fight?
I wouldn't have taken it. No. 25%. No,
for all 4 belts?
Huh?
For all 4 belts? See that? I
think because well, first of all, that's not even isn't Devin Haney a weight class above Shakur Stevenson?
So the Devin Haney fight fell off, right? And once that fell off, Devin Haney said, "Okay, I'm gonna go to 140 and I'm gonna go fight." Yeah. So if that fight would have planned out, Devin Haney wouldn't have went to 140.
Right. He wouldn't have been unified, right?
He wouldn't have went to 140.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no. I see.
If they would have fought, he would have probably fought Shakur and then went to 140.
You know
But me personally, I mean, I honestly feel like, you feel me? Devin took the 25 against Kambosos. You feel me? Now Devin's the money man. You feel me? Well, I say money man as far as he's the A-side.
Yeah.
Right? He beat the guy that beat the guy that beat the guy.
Right.
So he got all the belts.
He's sitting on the throne right now.
And then with Shakur time to get low ball, take the 25%. You feel me? And then obviously it would have been a rematch clause. Now I'm taking 75.
Yeah.
You feel me? Now I'm the money man this time. I beat you because you know Shakur, he feels very confident he could beat Devin.
Yeah. I see where you come.
He should have just taken 25.
And you know that's a sport. You know what I mean? That's the name of this game. That's the business side of it. You know what I mean? You got to bet on yourself. You know, and that's what Devin did. He betted on himself. And you know, now that you say that, I'm kind of switching. I feel
like
you.
You take it.
I feel you. You take it, and then you what's called it. I mean, I can see why Shakur kind of did it like that.
And hear me out real quick on this one. My bad, I didn't mean to interrupt.
No, it's all good.
But Shakur trying to find fights. People say he the most duck fighter right now. Right?
Yeah.
Imagine if he was to that 25. You feel me? Beat Devin, got all the belts, rematch with Devin, beat him again. Now everybody they coming for you. You got the belts.
Yeah.
You feel me? Somebody who's unified, bro. They not calling people out. You feel me? A king not gonna call out motherfuckers. You know what I'm trying to say? You on top of the division. They have to fight you. You want these belts.
You on top. You running. You know what I mean? You ain't got nothing else to prove. You done beat everybody.
So I personally feel like as far as the Frank Martin situation goes, you can't really be mad at Frank Martin for doing the same thing you did. You can't, but it's kind of like, it's like the audacity. You know what I mean? Like, bro, you ain't achieved what I've achieved. No,
you ain't achieved what, these guys that you're being mentioned along with, you know what I mean? You haven't achieved that yet. You're just talented, you know what I mean? But you're not, you haven't obtained any belts.
Yeah.
So it's like, I'm not,
why fight 50-50?
Right. Why fight 50-50? You know what I mean?
And that's his point. That's your first point. Like, why would I fight 50-50?
Yeah. No. I agree with that as far as Frank Martin. I agree with, being like, why would I fight you for 50%? But as far as the Devin Haney, it can go both ways. It can go both ways. Yeah. Honestly, because on the flip side of it, I can see it, egging it on more and promoting it more. You know what I mean? When sometimes when fights get pushed back just a little bit, you know what I mean? It builds more, you know what I mean? Animosity, it builds more like tension and build up, and now, you know what I mean? People are more excited and looking forward to seeing that fight. But you got to know when to all right, you got to know when to pull the trigger and be like, all right, it's official. You know what I mean? So.
But I mean, with all that said, we have Shakur Stevenson versus Edwin De Los Santos. Who you got?
Who I got?
Who you got?
I still got Shakur. It's gonna be a tough fight. He's not gonna stop him. But he's definitely we're definitely gonna have to see a different side of Shakur for sure. We're gonna have to see that dog.
Right.
We've seen it, but we're gonna really have to see it. Like honestly, I compare Edwin De Los Santos to a Pitbull Cruz.
Okay.
To Isaac Pitbull Cruz. He's a sleeper, but he around and
he might do something.
He might do something. You know what I mean? Yeah. So he's not somebody to overlook, you know, because he's coming into the fight. He wants to win. He has a winning spirit. You know what I mean? He has something to prove. He feel like he should be that A side.
I think you just kind of caught out like a dope ass fight though. Edwin and Pitbull.
Oh yeah, that would be a fight. That would be a fight.
Nah, but I got Shakur too though.
I got Shakur.
Even though, so okay, he's strong. He might, you feel me? He gonna come fight. That distance control is different. I feel like he never faced nobody that control the distance.
Yeah.
And in that split decision loss that you mentioned, he kind of gassed out. You feel me?
I didn't watch it, but you know what I mean. Just.
He kind of gassed out towards the end of the round. Shakur, we never seen him get tired. We never seen Shakur really. You feel me? He always, his feet don't be on the brake. I mean, his feet be on the gas.
True. And I will say Shakur does punch at a high rate, so he does have high activity. So I can't necessarily say we don't know, you know, how he's going to react under the high activity, but we don't know how he's going to react under, I think, the mental pressure that, you know, this guy may try to, you know, oppose on him. You know what I mean?
But I mean, that's the thing though. So I mean, granted, this is his second fight at 135, but you feel like Oscar Valdez didn't try to pressure Shakur? He just couldn't. He just controlled the distance too well. You got what I'm saying?
That's very true.
I feel like against pressure fighters, controlling the distance is key.
Yeah.
You feel me?
But you know, we're gonna see, you know, if he will be successful in doing that. You know what I mean? But he can also fight in the pocket too. He can also fight in the pocket. But yeah, man. So y'all let us know what y'all think. Y'all know I got Shakur. I'm working with Shakur on this one.
Let us know what y'all think. Let us know what you think about the Frank Martin 25%, 50% situation, about the Devin Haney 25% situation. And let us know who y'all got for this fight, man. Shakur Stevenson versus Edwin De Los Santos. They ain't got a date yet, right? We ain't got a date for that one?
It's predicted to be November 16th.
November, man. We're going to talk about it again. We're going to talk about it again.
Yeah, we're going to touch bases back on it closer get to the fight.
Facts. Let us know in the comments, man, what y'all think about the whole situation, everything that's been going on. And we out.
We out. And remember, if you...
What up? You got it?
Hold on. What did you say?
What'd you say?
What'd I say?
Remember what?
Like, comment, subscribe, share.
One person.
One person?
Just share with one. If everybody share with just one person, we green.
If everybody share with one person, has to give you $10. Each person that share with one person to get $10.
He the betting man. He about to get all the money. He want to get my money.
He the man that want to hold all the money. So give out some money, man. You want to distribute then. Let's go.
Before I lose all my money, man, we out.
I'm gonna share it with everybody.
We out, yo.